30 KXO. El Centro, California. Let's check in with the NFL.
I'm Steve Weisman with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Seahawks receiver Josh Gordon had a setback in his battle with substance abuse and will now not be allowed to practice or play for Seattle indefinitely. According to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero, Gordon had been conditionally reinstated from a league suspension on Monday. Elsewhere, the NFL head coaching carousel will begin early this year. The league is now allowing teams to interview assistant coaches from other franchises virtually starting today. In years past, teams had to wait until the regular season ended to interview for their head coaching position. Meantime, Niners quarterback Nick Mullins, who was filling in for the injured Jimmy Garoppolo, suffered an elbow injury of his own Sunday. That means C.J. Beathard will get the start Saturday against Arizona. And to back him up, San Francisco signed former first-round pick Josh Rosen off the Buccaneers practice squad. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Right now, Allstate has almost as many ways to save as there are types of music. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent to get a quote. Find out how much you can save today. Allstate. Now that should be music to your ears.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
On December 26th, it's an NFL Saturday, and it's only on NFL Network. 1, 2, 3, man. First, Brady and the Bucks.
Fire the cannon, Tampa Bay. All day, just like that.
Take on Stafford and the Lions. And later in primetime,
Put your pants down and let's go.
Tua and the Dolphins battle Josh Jacobs and the Raiders.
Jackpot, baby!
It's an NFL Saturday. Starts Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll be tuning in on AM 1230. We've got football. Yeah, no Thursday night football this week. Well, Thursday night football is done for the season. But we do have Saturday, Sunday, and Monday games. So something to look forward to. By the way, good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
It's another beautiful day.
Yeah, it sure is. Maybe, well, of course, you'll hear it in the weather forecast, but some breezes, maybe a little more than a breeze.
Yeah, what I kind of read into it, we could get some breeze, but for the most part along the river. And as you may be aware, Yuma typically has more wind than we do.
Whole bunch, yes. That's for sure.
We'll keep an eye on it, and of course we will keep you informed.
We promise.
Okay, so let's see. This is the eve of Christmas Eve.
The eve of the eve.
Yes. Okay, kids. 2 more sleeps and Santa will be here.
Yeah, 2 more sleeps.
Okay. Got to keep that straight.
Got to keep that, on the straight and narrow. Don't get confused. Don't mix that up.
No. And, of course, AM 1230 will, we've got the magic of Christmas.
And that's going to start
at noon tomorrow.
Christmas Eve.
So
be with us.
Okay.
Lots of your friends will be.
Yeah. Let everybody know. We celebrate the magic of Christmas. Okay. And, all sorts of other things going on. There are some elves busy right now at El Centro Regional Medical Center. There is an interdenominational group that are there with prayers for the people that are hospitalized and the people that are suffering from COVID-19 and for the healthcare workers that are so heavily impacted. And there's a group of elves from the Kiwanis Club of El Centro, and they are setting up luminarios around El Centro Regional Medical Center.
So what you're saying is tonight you can expect the place to be lit up.
The place will be lit up, yes. Tonight and tomorrow night.
Oh, 2 nights. That's good.
Yeah.
So the 23rd and 24th.
Yeah. And my wife, Pam, grew up in the 600 block of Sandalwood in El Centro. And for years, somebody said over 50 years, they've had the Luminarios. I have to assume they are doing it again this year in the 500, 600, and 700 blocks of Sandalwood in El Centro.
Yeah, I was going to say, they've been doing it every year. I can't imagine. We haven't heard anything to the contrary.
No.
That they weren't. So we'll assume that they are.
Well, you know what happens when you assume.
That's right.
Okay. How about some birthdays?
Some birthdays, yes.
Actor Ronnie Shell. He was Gomer Pyle's buddy on Gomer Pyle USMC 89. Yeah, that program set back the U.S. Marine Corps some 150 years. Actor Frederick Forrest is 84. And Jorma Kokkonen of Jefferson Airplane is 80. Drummer Ron Bushy of Iron Butterfly, 79. Later today, we'll play the Christmas version of Inagata de Vida by Iron Butterfly, all 19 minutes and 38 seconds. Actor-comedian Harry Shearer, 77. Actor Susan Lucci is 74. And let's see, guitarist Dave Murray of Iron Maiden, 64. Actor Joan Severance, 62. Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam is 56. And actor Ana Maria Perez de Tagle is 30. Actor Spencer Daniels, 28. Actor Caleb Foote is 27. Local birthdays coming up.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Must wear face coverings when out.
What do I do? What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
Going to a concert,
school,
having dinner with friends,
take better care of each other,
support local shops and stores, offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
We're celebrating our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Alexandria Justman, Christy McGee, Julian Medina, Rebecca Soto, Ernie Zuniga, Steve Mesa, Sarah Hernandez, Marina Turner, Ricky Diaz, Rosemary Driscoll, Rosa Ortega, Jonah Estrada, Cherise Alford, Dana Campos, Maribel Gonzalez, Marissa Figueroa, Patricia Lopez, Rebecca Carrillo, Roland Pritchard, and Evelyn Mendeville. Happy birthday from KXO. Oh, and let's see, Christmas birthdays, we'll take care of that later. And the day after Christmas birthdays, happy birthday.
Yeah, because you have to get that in there.
Yes. Well, I may not be here to do that.
I hear you. I know I won't be.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a day off and maybe go up to Arrowhead and ski.
Yeah, at Arrowhead, they're skiing there now, not Big Bear?
Well, Arrowhead, to me, it was all pretty much the same.
Yeah? Except when you stopped.
Oh, well, it's been years since up there. One of these days, we'll be back.
Yeah. Just ask your knees, are you ready for this? Are you ready?
I don't know.
You know, you were mentioning Gomer Pyles this morning.
Yes.
And I hesitate all the time, but that was my Aunt Eloise's cousin.
Jim Neighbors?
Jim Neighbors was, yes.
Okay.
And from Texas.
Yeah.
Most of the family was, but he was a very different guy.
I would kind of gather that, the character he played and his talent as a singer, just, totally different.
Totally different, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Eloise talked about it a lot many years ago and spent a lot of time around her cousin. So
okay. Are you ready for news?
I'm ready for news.
Well, we've got news just for Aunt Eloise and Cousin Jim. Yep. It's all brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Doubts now about the future of the long-awaited coronavirus relief package. President Trump now says he wants more money for the hard hit, and he may not sign the bill. For those waiting for the checks,
600 is 600. It's better than not having anything at all. So I'm okay with it.
80 million Americans are expected to travel over the holidays, and all state health officials, like Mississippi's Thomas Dobbs can do, are wait to see if the COVID-19 numbers surge again.
We've been very concerned and warning about overwhelming our health systems, and we've pretty much done it. We expect additional surges. We've learned very clearly that holidays are a weak point for us.
Some breaking news from Baltimore, where an explosion occurred at a high-rise building.
No, and I was like, what is that? And boom, you hear the loud sound. As we walk further up to try to figure out what's going on, that's when we see the debris falling.
Baltimore Fire said initially at least 10 people were transported to area hospitals, 9 in critical condition, 1 in serious condition. CBS News Brief, I'm Cammie McCormick.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. Alex Padilla, for the past 5 years, California's Secretary of State, now picked by Governor Gavin Newsom to represent the state in the U.S. Senate.
I just want to say thank you, and please know I will make you proud and make California proud by getting it done in the U.S. Senate. We've got a lot of work to do, and I'm ready.
Padilla to replace Vice President-elect Kamala Harris in the Senate. Newsom tapping member Shirley Weber to replace Padilla. She'll be California's first black Secretary of State. San Francisco Mayor London Breed disappointed that Harris won't be replaced with another black woman.
With that pride came, I believe, another opportunity with her seat to ensure, as she continued to say, that even though you may be the first, make sure you're not the last.
Former San Diego Representative Duncan Hunter has been given a full pardon from the president. Hunter pleaded guilty last year to using campaign funds for personal use and was weeks away from starting an 11-month prison sentence. Jeff Scott, California News.
You and Buddy are enjoying your walk when...
Yeah, I smell that too. I know, don't blame it on the dog. I hear that hissing too. Maybe it's a cat.
No, dude. A sulfur-like odor and hissing can be signs of a natural gas leak. Natural gas lines can be buried anywhere. If you suspect a leak, leave immediately and call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Thanks, voice narrator.
You're welcome, dude. You too, buddy.
And, of course, World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
I saved big money with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, so I finally bought that new set of golf clubs. Watch out, Fairway. Here I come.
This is not a real testimonial. Sure, customers can save big with Progressive, but your other expenses won't just disappear. Are those clubs going to help you when the hot water heater dies? Also, it sounds like your money is better spent on golf lessons.
Time to go shoot the course record.
No, but maybe time for a reality check. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, the COVID-19 death toll in Imperial County has reached 400. The numbers released Tuesday morning by the Imperial County Public Health Department show that 400 people have died from the coronavirus since the start of the pandemic. The numbers also show that there are currently 1,856 active cases of the virus, with 198 currently hospitalized with the disease, with 41 of them in ICU beds. There are 86 COVID-19 patients currently on ventilators. El Centro Regional Medical Center has 161 licensed beds, but currently has 175 patients, and 131 of them COVID-19 related. The El Centro Hospital hospital is utilizing a temporary medical surgical unit set up in the facility's north parking lot. Both El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital have been stretched to the limit with the staff and facilities trying to meet the surge in patients. As of Tuesday morning, there were 2 ICU beds available in the county. Healthcare officials are concerned that the Christmas holiday will see many people choosing to ignore the social distancing mandates to celebrate with extended family and friends as to create an even larger surge than felt after the Thanksgiving holiday. U.S. Border Patrol agents at the Highway 111 checkpoint near Nyland found liquid methamphetamine in the fuel tanks for a big rig. The truck approached the checkpoint late Saturday afternoon and was directed to the side for further investigation. A Border Patrol K-9 detection team alerted to the vehicle, and further inspection led to the discovery of cloudy, dense, permanent liquid in the fuel tanks. The liquid tested positive as meth. The driver, a 25-year-old lawfully admitted for permanent residency, was arrested. Agents were unable to determine the amount and value of the drugs due to the volatile nature of the fuel and drug mixture. KXO News Time, 7:44.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlop, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
California Governor Gavin Newsom has elected California Secretary of State Alex Padilla to be the state's next U.S. Senator. Padilla, the son of a Mexican immigrant, will fill out the term being vacated by Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. First Christian Church of El Centro will hold their Christmas Eve services this December 24th outdoors in the church courtyard. Services will be located off 4th Thurman Avenue in El Centro at 5 and 7 p.m. You will be greeted with Old English carolers as you enjoy hot drinks and Christmas treats. You're also invited to sing your favorite Christmas songs. Fire pits and heaters will be on the site. Bring your family and have a Christ-centered Christmas this year. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
If you've been waiting for a sign to drive something new, this is it. The season of savings is about to end at your San Diego County Ford dealers, so come and get big deals on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs during the final days of the year-end sell-a-thon. Shop online or visit your local Ford dealer and get no interest for 6 years, plus trade assist with your qualified trade toward a 2020 Ford Explorer, Escape Gas, or Edge. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0% APR financing for 72 months at $13.89 per month for $1,000 finance, regardless of down payment. Trade assist requires trade of 95 or newer vehicle, or lease terminated 30 days prior to or 90 days after new retail delivery. Customer must have owned or leased the trade-in vehicle for a minimum of 30 days prior to the sale date of the new vehicle. Vehicle supply is limited. Residency restrictions apply. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stocked by 1/4/2021. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. It's the final days of the year-end sell-a-thon, so visit your San Diego County Ford dealers for huge deals on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs today, or shop online at buyfordnow.com. That's buyfordnow.com. Hurry, these deals end soon.
It's page 2 of the local news with in-depth weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose. They've got answers to your questions about life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Imperial County will be receiving their first shipment of the recently approved Moderna COVID-19 vaccine this week. The Imperial County Public Health Department says the first shipments are expected by Wednesday. That's today. The initial shipment will include 1,200 doses, which will be distributed to local healthcare frontline workers. County Health Department will receive 200 doses. El Centro Regional Medical Center, 600 doses, and Pioneers Memorial Hospital District, 400. The vaccine will be administered to people in Phase 1A of the California Department of Public Health guidelines. Phase 1A includes high-risk workers in healthcare settings, first responders, and patients and staff of long-term care facilities. Distribution of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine began last week. Imperial Valley businesses can learn about 2 new California COVID-19 labor laws. The Imperial Valley Business Recovery Task Force, the Imperial County Public Health Department, and Cal OSHA will present webinars that feature labor law, health, and environmental services service experts. The labor laws to be addressed are AB 685 and SB 1159. AB 685 addresses requirements for COVID-19 outbreaks in the workplace, while SB 1159 addresses reporting requirements and workers' compensation related issues resulting from COVID-19 illnesses. The program's goal is to engage businesses and help them find a balance between physical and economic health in the community. The first webinar will begin Tuesday, December 29th, and 2 additional webinars scheduled for January the 7th and the 21st. There is no cost to participate for participating businesses. More information is available on the Imperial Valley Business Recovery Task Force website. And the Angels, well, they help Calipatria and Niland. The Calipatria Unified School District and Niland Family Resource Center got a little help from the Christmas Angel. The groups partnered with the Salvation Army Angel Tree Program to provide gifts and food boxes for the less fortunate families in the North End. A total of 135 children and 15 senior citizens from Calipatria and Niland received gifts such as toys and warm clothes. The event was held December the 14th at a drive-thru at the Calipatria Niland Family Resource Center. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a modest cooling trend will continue through Thursday as a weather system passes to the north of the region. Winds will also become breezy to locally windy at times today, especially along the lower Colorado River Valley. Another weak weather system will then bring fairly cloudy skies Thursday into early Friday. Temperatures will remain at or just above normal into the weekend under mostly clear skies. A more substantial weather system looks likely for early next week, and this should bring a return to a chance of precipitation and more cooler temperatures. Our high yesterday, 73 the low. Partly sunny today with a high near 70. Winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming north later. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 42. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday, cloudy with a high near 62. Light winds becoming northwest about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. Christmas Eve, partly cloudy with a low around 40. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm later in the evening. Christmas Day will be sunny with a high near 70 and light wind. We have 47 degrees downtown, 50% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services. The Imperial Valley Food Bank needs your help. Food insecurity is on the rise. especially in the Imperial Valley. For the Imperial Valley Food Bank's backpack program has more than doubled the pandemic. Through this program, schools distribute backpacks with needed items to make sure no kid or family goes hungry during the weekend when no school food service is available. It's tough enough to be a kid. They don't need to have hunger be an issue. Become a hunger warrior. Donate to the Imperial Valley Food Bank and the Backpack Program. It's sports time, NBA action. The 2020-2021 season kicked off yesterday, and the Nets topped the Warriors 125-90. Meanwhile, the Clippers, they clipped the Lakers 116-109, kind of put a damper on the Laker Fest out their rings. NFL football, yes, coming up Saturday. Yeah, we've got the Buccaneers and the Lions in the early game. And then on FM 107.5 Saturday afternoon, the Dolphins and the big game for the Raiders. They still have a shot at the playoffs. Sunday, it's the Titans and the Packers. That'll be a good one. Monday night, the Bills and the Patriots, another good matchup. Meanwhile, the 49ers have signed quarterback Josh Rosen off the Buccaneers practice squad. Well, Nick Mullins was, and then he got injured, so they have to move on down the line. The Seattle Seahawks have learned Josh Gordon is ineligible to practice. A setback is in his battle with substance abuse. Auburn has hired Boise State's Brian Harsin. He'll be the next head football coach at Auburn, according to the school. He replaces Gus Malzahn, who was fired earlier this month after 8 seasons with the Tigers. And, BYU beat up on UCF in the Boca Raton Bowl. It wasn't even close. 49-23, college football. That's it for sports time. And stick around. We've got to look at financial news just ahead.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
News and weather. What's going on? Claims for unemployment benefits fell across most categories in the Labor Department report released today. Still, the job market recovery has stalled while more than 20 million Americans need aid to make ends meet. Another 803,000 Americans filed for first-time unemployment benefits last week on a seasonally adjusted basis. During normal times, seasonal adjustments help smooth out wobbles in economic data and make it easier to read and compare. But during the pandemic, this trick hasn't worked so well. What's happening? Well, the economic agenda was stacked today ahead of the Christmas holiday. The picture was mixed. The Dow Jones Industrials right now up 182 points. S&P 500 up 18. The NASDAQ off 9. Meanwhile, gold up $9.60 an ounce. And oil up 95 cents a barrel. According to economic forecast, the next 2 months could be grim, with all hopes resting on a vaccine rollout and a new fiscal deal. The fiscal deal is threatened with President Trump threatening to veto the bipartisan plan.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450.
The National Weather Service says a modest cooling trend will continue through Thursday as a weather system passes to the north of the region. Winds will also become breezy to locally windy at times today, especially along the lower Colorado River Valley. Another weak weather system will then bring fairly cloudy skies Thursday into early Friday. Temperatures will remain at or just above normal into the weekend under mostly clear skies. A more substantial weather system looks likely for early next week, and this should return to a chance of precipitation and more cooler temperatures. Our high yesterday, 73, 42 the low. Partly sunny today with a high near 70. Winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming north later. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 42. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday, cloudy with a high near 62. Light winds becoming northwest about 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. Christmas Eve, partly cloudy with a low around 40. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm later in the evening. Christmas Day will be sunny with a high near 70 and light wind. 4 degrees, 48% relative humidity.
Merry Christmas from AM 1230, KXO, El Centro.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Peter King in Orlando. More vaccine is coming. Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar says the government will buy Pfizer and BioNTech, most of it to be delivered by June 30th. Azar says there's also an option for 400 million more. This, as former CDC Director Tom Frieden tells CBS this morning, things will get worse first.
We're facing a very difficult few weeks and few months. There's not enough vaccine yet, and we're seeing the highest levels of cases, hospitalizations, and deaths the U.S. has since the start of this pandemic.
That COVID relief deal may not be a done deal after all, with President Trump calling it a disgrace, demanding that Americans get $2,000 checks rather than $600. CBS's Chip Reed.
The president's announcement was met with concerns from both sides of the aisle. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham tweeted, "The COVID-19 package, while imperfect, will save jobs and lives." While Democrat Mark Warner asked, "Does the president realize that unemployment benefits expire the day after Christmas?"
With a new strain of COVID-19 spreading in Great Britain, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has asked 3 airlines flying from London to make sure that passengers are COVID-free. Ethan Thompson had no idea.
I came from London Heathrow to JFK, and unbeknownst to me, they announced that you had to take a COVID test and get a negative response before you could come in. And myself and many passengers didn't know that until we got there.
Southern California is now the epicenter for the worst outbreaks. Here, Orange County nurses plan a brief strike in about an hour. They want more help from the state than they're getting, with many working double shifts and getting sick.
This is just going to get worse. If you have 100 nurses now, in a month you're going to, after that you're not going to have none.
If you're unhappy about COVID holiday restrictions where you live, consider this.
In Peru, you can't drive your car on Christmas. In Lebanon, nightclubs are open, but you can't dance. Beach parties in summertime South Africa are banned. Several countries have halted flights to the UK, where they've found a new of the virus. France is recommending no more than 6 people at the festive dinner table, and there's a curfew on the 25th. Elaine Cobb, CBS News, Paris.
If you're dreaming of a you-know-what, and no, I'm not going to say it, CBS News meteorologist Jeff Baradelli says here's where to find it.
If you want snow, the place to be, the upper Midwest, because it will be a reality. We're expecting 4 to 8 inches of snow. And a lot of that heavy snow right now is in parts of South Dakota. Gusts of 55 miles an hour, blizzard conditions are possible there.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 185. This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One NA.
Introducing Canada Dry Bold Ginger. It's not your grandma's ginger ale. I know because I'm not your grandma. I don't pressure you to get married. I say play the field all you want. And I drink new Canada Dry Bold Ginger with an extra kick of real ginger taste that would blow the bingo cards out your grandma's bag. I drink it with backyard wrestling. There's more on the line when the wrestlers don't have insurance. New Canada Dry Bold Ginger, not your grandma's ginger ale.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
State Farm, prices made just for you. That's what it said now. Prices that surprise you. Just go ahead now, keep that money in your pockets. That's on bread now, save up. Maybe one day buy a rocket. Just get it cool now.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
An election systems worker driven into hiding by death threats has filed a defamation lawsuit against the Trump campaign. Lawyers Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell and conservative media outlets Newsmax and One American News. Eric Coomer, the security director at Dominion Voting Systems, says they falsely called him a key actor in rigging the election without any evidence. Well, it's a yearly happening in Florida.
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued an unofficial warning to residents to watch out for falling iguanas later this week. A cold spell is expected, and the cold-blooded reptiles slow down when temperatures drop into the 40s. They've been known to stiffen up and fall out of trees, but experts say they're not dead, just immobile. Temperatures are expected to drop into the 30s and 40s for the holidays in the Sunshine State. Meteorologists say it could be the coldest Christmas in South Florida since 1999. Lisa Mateo, CBS News.
And I'm Peter King, CBS News.
Have you ever thought about saying goodbye to your job? Just walking into your boss and saying, I quit. And how would you like to commute to work without ever leaving your home? Well, not long ago, a 39-year-old entrepreneur from a billionaire family spent $20 million in 3 years to find the best home-based business in North America. He researched 70 different companies, and when he found the only one that had real long-term potential, he bought it. And right now, he's looking for people to help him turn this company into his next billion-dollar success story. So if you're serious about making money from home without having to leave your home, well, grab a pen, because I'm about to give you the address of a website where you can learn all about this unique and rare opportunity. Write this down, www.goherenext.com. Now get on your computer and go to this site now. Part-time or full-time, your income is based totally on your performance. Interested? GoHereNext.com and say goodbye to your boss tomorrow. GoHereNext.com.
Happy holidays.
Miss Soul.
Would you like to give me a little kiss?
And the best oldies on the radio.
Turn me loose. 12:30.